Today we're going to be talking about something that is very important and is required to pay your bills. As I said, today we're going to be talking about something that's very important: how to write a check and address an envelope. Living in today's modern society gives us all sorts of luxuries and advantages that previous generations didn't have, such as electricity, Wi-Fi, water, and a place to live. All of these things require you to be able to pay for them once a month, or they stop becoming available to you in a hurry. Well, to do that, you have to know how to pay them. Now, a lot of places you can actually pay either online or over the phone using your debit or credit card, but there are still some places that require you to pay with a check. A lot of people have to pay their rent with either a check or a money order. Now, we're going to save money orders for another video, but today we're going to be talking about all of you who will have to pay something with a check that you mail to the people you're paying. Now, if you're watching this video and this applies to you and you don't know how to write a check or address an envelope, don't feel bad, because other people are watching this video too, and they're in the same shoes you are. That's why I'm making it. And if you do know how to write a check and address an envelope, go ahead and stick around, because you might come up with something helpful that I will be able to use to help somebody else. So we're going to get started. This is going to be a real quick tutorial. It is not a difficult thing to learn. A lot of people just haven't been shown how. So we're going to start, and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so we are going to start our tutorial. So for the sake of time, I've gone ahead and filled out 3 checks, but I'm going to be going over how I did it. And then I have a checkbook register that I'm going to be showing you how I filled out while I was writing my bills out. And then I'm going to be showing you how to take an envelope, address it, and send that off. So we're going to start with the checks. Now, all of this information is made up. I got the check printouts from a website called activitiesforkids.com. That's the same place I got the check registers, which they have a whole sheet or ones that are the size of checks. So if you are a parent and you would like to print these out to practice with your kids, those are available to you. And then it's just a standard size envelope that I use to mail off my bills. So to start with, you're going to write, or to start with, all of your checks are going to have a check number up here. It's very important. On these checks, I had to write the number myself. Most of the time, though, that's already filled out for you. Usually up here in this portion of the check, it will have your personal information. So your name will be up here. And then typically down here at the bottom, which is not on this check because it's just for an example, it'll have your account number and then your routing number. Like I said, all of this information is made up and these are not actual checks. So that's not there. So to start with, I have to pay my power bill, so I'm going to write out Power Company Incorporated, and I owe them $100.50. So you're going to put their name on the pay to the order of line here, write $100.50 in the line next to that, and then below it, where it says dollars off to the side, you're going to spell out $100, or 100, and then you're going to put the cents up here. So the spare change goes up here, so 50 over 100, meaning 50 pennies out of 100 pennies. Down here, I'm going to write, typically you will write your account number for the bill that you're paying, just in case your check gets separated from the check stub that you're going to put in your envelope with your bill payment. Then you're going to sign your name and move on to the next bill. Here I have a pretend rent check. So that was check number 2, also dated So pay to the order of, and then Landlord McGee is my imaginary landlord's name, and I owe him $372.50. That seems like a really weird number to owe for rent. It just was the first number that came to mind. So I'm gonna write out $372.50 over 100, and I'm gonna write down here rent for December because my landlord is apparently really awesome and allows me to pay rent a month behind. So I'm gonna sign that and move on to the next bill. So I'm saying this one's a different date just for the account register position, but I filled it out at the same time so I could show it for this video. So say you mailed off those bills, you got this one in the mail the next day, so I'm gonna write a check to Cable Company Cable, $127. I'm gonna write out 127. So make sure that you write out hundreds, tens, ones, and then 00 over 100 for 0 cents, my account number down here, and my name. So I've got all these checks written, but I need to keep a count of them, so I'm gonna take out my trusty checkbook register. Now, typically, you're already gonna have some sort of balance right here. So say I have $600 in my account. On the next line, I'm going to write out the check number, the date the check was written, and the name. So here's the check that I'm using as an example. So I'm gonna write down Power Company, $100.50. Now on this column is where your check amount or your debit is. So what money you're taking out of your account. And in this column you have your deposit or credit, meaning you're putting money into your account. So this is only if you deposit money, and this is if you take money out. So I'm gonna write Power Company, $100.50, and I'm gonna subtract $100.50 from $600, giving me $99.50. Then I have my second check here to the landlord. So I'm gonna write down the check number, the date that it was written, the name it was written to. Sometimes you can just put rent if that's easier for you. So I put that in parentheses off to the side. The amount that the check was for, then I subtracted it, leaving me with $127. Then here, I'm going to write, so the next day, I'm gonna come in with this check. I'm gonna write that check number, that date, who it was written to, $127, which just so happens to be exactly the amount that we had left, sheerly by coincidence, which leaves you at $0.00. Welcome to adulthood. Now, all my checks are written, and it's time to mail them off. So I've got to get out my trusty envelope. So here's my envelope, and there's going to be 3 main parts to this envelope. Part 1 over here is where we're going to write our address. Part 2 is where we're going to write their address, and part 3 is where we're going to put the stamp. So up here on part 1, I'm going to put in my address. So first name and last name, and then my address. So I'm going to say my address is 123 Alpha Court, and I live in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and then the zip code 73110. This is just a made up address that I came up with off the top of my head. Then I'm going to take out my bill, and typically you'll have a mail-in address to mail your bills. So since I'm using a made up thing, I'm just going to write it off my check here. So their name, Power Company Incorporated. Power Company Incorporated. And then I'm going to write their address. So their address is going to be 234 Bravo Street in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma 73110. Now up here is where you're going to put your stamp. Now you have 2 options here. You can either go to the post office, and they have machines that you can feed this letter through and it will print a stamp right there. Or you can buy a book of stamps at the post office or grocery store. I am not going to waste a stamp on an imaginary check because they're kind of expensive. So I'm just gonna doodle one. So here's my little flower, and then I'm gonna have a little hummingbird, Okay, so as you can see, I have the name and address of me, or the person that is sending the letter. And here I have the name and address of the person I am sending the letter to. So sender, recipient, and then up here I have the stamp. I hope that you found this tutorial helpful, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Okay, see, there we go. Nice and easy. Now, if you found this video helpful or you thought I was funny, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button so that I know that I did a good job. And if you'll hit that little red button down there, that one right there, that's the subscribe button. Just go ahead and hit it. That one right there, hit it. Wait, what are you waiting for? Just, I'll wait. Give you time. It's cool. Hit the button. Okay, so I promise that I will do my very best to get another how-to video up very soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it will be the how to change a tire video. That is what I was going to shoot today, but unfortunately, it is wet and cold and rainy outside, and I really don't feel like going outside in all that ickiness if I don't need to. And I don't have a flat tire currently, so I don't need to. But I will try to do it very soon. Unfortunately, I live in Oklahoma and our weather is kind of crazy. This last 2 days we've been in the midst of an ice storm, or as all your Okie pals are going to refer to it as, Ice-pocalypse 2017. Mostly as a joke, kind of like the Tiger-nado, because there was no ice-pocalypse. They made a huge deal about it and blew it up to be this huge ice storm that was going to rival the one that we had in 2007, which, if you don't know about the 2007 Oklahoma ice storm, basically half the state was without power for like a week. There was no gas anywhere. Groceries were gone. People were buying generators left and right. It was chaos. It was also the biggest ice storm that we had had, like, most people's lifetimes. So there was that. But I don't think that this was, this was like if somebody heard about what an ice storm might be, but was from somewhere warm and had never actually experienced it, that might have explained why they called this an ice storm. Because where I live, it actually only iced over on like very few surfaces. Like my porch was icy for a couple of hours, maybe. It was just cold and rainy mostly. The roads were a little slick because there was a lot of rain, and for a little bit it was below freezing, but other than that, it really didn't get bad. So if the weather holds out and I get a good day to do it, I will be shooting the how to change a tire video. If not, then we will go with either how to cook a simple meal or how to make a mug brownie for all of you chocolate cravers out there. And if you have any other suggestions for videos that you would like to see me make, or anything that you would find helpful that you think I should do, just put it down there in the comment section and I will read it. So I guess it's time for me to sign off. I'm not here to be average, I'm here to be awesome. And as my granddad always said, you can give a man a fish and he'll eat for a day, or you can teach a man to fish and he'll eat for a lifetime. So happy fishing.